On October 9th, 1911, a bomb detonated in what is today Wuhan, sparking a chain of events that would unravel 2,000 years of dynastic rule and toppled the last emperor in the history of China. For some of us, the Xinhai Revolution of 1911 marks the end of monarchy and ushers in a new but turbulent era of nationalism and republicanism in China. While this interpretation elevates the contributions of national heroes, namely the intellectual Sun Yat-sen, it obscures international networks of underground revolutionaries that enabled the revolution in the first place. Revolutions are not single, definitive moments in history, nor does revolution occur exclusively in the bubble of the nation-state. By broadening our focus across time and space, we will find that violent incidents between monarchists and revolutionaries regularly transpired in the preceding and in the decade following the fall of the Qing dynasty. Bombings, assassinations, and political violence not only occurred on the Chinese mainland, but also took place in or were enabled by Chinese overseas communities across the Pacific region. My dissertation explores these seldom discussed yet pervasive incidences of extraterritorial violence and the underground networks that enabled that violence during this period of national revolution. The inclusion of extraterritorial violence into the historical narrative allows us to reinterpret the Xinhai Revolution as an extended international affair, which recenters China and its people on the global stage. Historians have acknowledged some aspects of the revolutionary movement in overseas Chinese communities. Sun Yat-sen and the forerunners of the Kuomintang, the Chinese Nationalist Party, traveled across the Pacific region using these communities as sources of funding for his multiple attempts at overthrowing the Qing government. However, the role extraterritorial violence played is lesser known. Overseas communities functioned as workshops of revolution by providing training, firearms, and explosives to the revolutionary cause. These communities shouldn't be viewed exclusively as places of political asylum. Rather, they were microcosms of revolutionary violence. To provide a brief example of this extraterritorial violence, Prince Zaixun, the uncle of the emperor, was nearly killed in fall 1910 while he was traveling across the United States working to secure a military contract with Bethlehem Steel. On the envoy's return through San Francisco, however, a revolutionary named George Feng seized the opportunity. However, the would-be assassin was subdued by U.S. Secret Service before he could fire a shot. The trial of George Feng illuminates some of the sociological conditions surrounding extraterritorial violence. Like so many Chinese living abroad at the time, Feng was working class, with family on both sides of the Pacific. But he was an active member of an underground revolutionary group affiliated with the GMD. This research engages with the Chinese migrant working class and explores their involvement in extraterritorial violence. So often, we tend to simplify partisan violence and point to it as a sign of ineffective government or political instability. This research seeks to illuminate how clandestine organizations and extraterritorial violence were viable, though deeply unfortunate, instruments to enacting political change in an age of revolution.